Hi team, welcome back. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at S3. Alright, please log on to your AWS console. Once you do that, go ahead and type in S3. I've already done that. I'm going to go ahead and click S3. In this tutorial, we'll see how we can go ahead and create an S3 bucket, drop a file into an S3 bucket, and see how you can give access to uh, access, public access, in other words. As you can see on the screen, I already have two default SageMaker buckets that's already been created as part of the goal tutorial I was trying to complete on AWS SageMaker when you try to create the domain, right? So that gets created by default. For now, let's go ahead and create a brand new bucket. All right, my AWS default region is US East, North Virginia, US East 1. I'll go ahead and put in my unique bucket name. All right, and then I'm going to keep some of them as recommended option of ACLs which have been disabled. Other one is in ACLs enabled. These things we can obviously go in depth into future tutorials, but for now, um, just going to go ahead and use ACLs, which is just disabled one. Um, Most importantly, let's make sure this is always switched on, meaning you're blocking all public access. Very important. Obviously, you don't want your information, your data to be reached outside, other folks not snooping uh, into your data. So, very important. Block all public access. Bucket versioning, I'm going to keep them as disabled. Obviously, you have an option to kind of enable it, and you can see multiple versioning as and when you can do upload the same file again and again, and things of that nature. Tag is optional, but default encryption, I'm going to keep them as SSE S3, which is nothing but server-side encryption with Amazon S3. Right, again, this is a pretty basic tutorial. I don't really require any kind of, higher versions of higher magnitudes of encryption. Bucket key, again, this is we're just going to keep it as enable. Advanced settings, you do have an option to have an object log, but I'm going to use that as disabled for now. All right, I think you have pretty basic things covered here. Again, as long as you have your bucket name, which is unique in nature, we are good. Making sure we are taking up ACLs disable, which is a recommended option. And most importantly, we're blocking all public access. So this is good enough. Let's go ahead and create bucket. Awesome. So we get one created right now. It's touchbin S3. It's a bucket that we have created. Let's go ahead and click that. Here we'll be now ready to go ahead and upload objects, right? For this tutorial, I have a couple of files that I've created here. I'm going to go ahead and drop in a file from my desktop onto S3 directly. Okay, the name of the file is called loan_10k. It's pretty much a mortgage file. We will see the contents very shortly. I'm not going to tamper with the permissions and properties as of now. So let me just go ahead and upload this file. All right, it's pretty basic. Again, the file was uploaded successfully. Now let's go ahead and look at the properties of the files as such. It gives information about, right, the AWS region. It gives information about the URL as well. Again, there's information about ARN. Um, from one of the things you can do with respect to the file is you can pretty much use this object URL and share it with anybody to wherever they are, so that they can come in here and log and use this, come and look at the contents of this file right away, right? It's again just like a Dropbox. Um, let's go ahead and look at the permissions for now. For now, I've just, you're the owner, object owner, they're the one who have the read and read and write access. Right? You can obviously go ahead and give access for everyone and things of that nature, which we'll see very shortly. Let's go back into properties and let's go ahead and click this and open the URL in a new window. Obviously, this is going to fail. The reason, and this is a good thing it fails, because this is in a way access gets denied because public access is not acceptable. It is, it is a big no-no. All right, let me go ahead and cancel this. Okay, so far we've seen how we can go ahead and um, create an S3 bucket, and then obviously we went ahead and also uploaded a file. Now let's go back to buckets, and now here's where we will go ahead and change the permissions of the bucket so that other folks can give access to public. Basically, again, it's very important that in fact, you have to be careful, right? Um, Only when it's absolutely necessary you have to do this when you want to give access to somebody else, right? I'm just going to do it temporarily just to showcase and then come back and revert these changes. For now, I'm just going to unblock this, which means all of them are right now available. I'm just going to go ahead and save changes, go ahead and say confirm. Okay, the very first thing, pretty much the public access is completely, which was blocked, is now unblocked. All right, now let's go ahead and edit the bucket policy. For us to go ahead and edit the bucket policy, let's go ahead and go ahead and generate the policy by clicking on the policy generator. AWS policy generator, there are a couple of steps. Very first one is let's go ahead and select the policy type. In this case, it's going to be S3 bucket policy. From adding a couple of statements here, we're just going to give whether it's allow or deny. Because we want to get a public access, we're going to say allow. The principal, I'm just going to say star. Pretty much means that anything and everything in that bucket gets access. So I'm going to use a star here. All right, and two actions that I will be picking, which is one is a get object, which is right here. Again, as you can see, the plethora of actions that you can do here. The other one I'm going to be picking is put object. All right, pick this up. Amazon resource name is the same name that we have here. It's bucket ARN. Pick it up. Go back here. All right, paste this information and do a / star. Okay, and let's go ahead and add statement. All right, those things get generated. For us to go ahead and generate the policy, let's go ahead and click generate policy. All right, now the JSON information is now available. Let's go ahead and carefully copy that and go back to our policy here and go ahead and save that information. Okay, we are good here. So I think it looks neat. Let's go ahead and save changes. Okay, there were no issues. That is a good thing. Okay, now let's go back to our object. Remember last time when I showed you this particular file, when I go ahead and right click and open a new window, it failed. But now when I do it, you see, the file gets downloaded, which means it was successful. Let me go ahead and open the file. Okay, it's opening up. Awesome. So I do have a file here now, which just has is the mortgage file basically. It has information about loan numbers, principal balance, credit score, mortgage information, it's a mortgage product, things of that nature. We will play with this file maybe in a different tutorial, but we are now able to not only create a bucket, upload an object, and also now we give access to public and was able to download this information. In other words, you can give this object URL to different folks wherever they are as part of Dropbox, and they can come and download the file. That's all that I have for this tutorial. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like it, from an YouTube algorithm standpoint, I really appreciate if you can give a like and do subscribe, because that helps the channel, obviously. I know it sounds very cliche, everybody says this, but it kind of really helps the algorithm. Okay. Thank you so much.